Hi, hello everyone. I'm Toshi from Japan and travel guide for foreigners. In this video, I'll show you 10 new things Japan has changed. As you gear up for 2024, the landscape of travel in Japan is constantly evolving. I've been sharing Japan's travel insights for a while now. Thankfully, I received many questions and comments from everyone regarding the latest situation in Japan. So, today, I've gathered the top 10 updates that will significantly impact your Japan trip in 2024. I'll be diving into topics like the Junior Rail Pass price increase versus regular tickets, and changes in Shinkansen reservation policies, and how they affect international travelers. By watching this video, you'll be armed with crucial information that can make your trip more seamless, comfortable, and enjoyable. Please stay tuned till the end for this vital and advantageous update. So, let's get started.
Number 1 is JR Rail Pass versus regular ticket.
As you may already know, the Junior Rail Pass has seen a significant increase in its cost since October 2023, about 1.6 times the original price. And it's got many of you wondering, is it still worth it? I got this question a lot from my viewers. In conclusion, it is not necessary if you only go to Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, and Hiroshima, which are popular among foreigners and are called the Golden Route. In addition to those, you need to consider it if you are going to Kyushu or Tohoku area. I'll tell you the specific route and price and compare and explain it. A 14-day ticket for Junior Rail Pass, which has the most foreign users, costs 80,000 yen. I'll consider the route from Tokyo to Kyoto, from Kyoto to Osaka, from Osaka to Hiroshima, and from Hiroshima back to Tokyo. This is the Golden Route. The total cost, if you use regular tickets for these, is approximately 43,000 yen. In other words, it's about half the price of Junior Pass. Even if you assume that you took a local train other than the Shinkansen and used an extra estimate of 10,000 yen, the total cost would be approximately 53,000 yen. Some of you may think that a 7-day ticket is a good deal, but it is impossible to travel these golden routes in less than 7 days. Unless train hopping is your hobby, it might just feel like an intense travel marathon rather than a vacation. Therefore, if the golden route is popular with foreigners, Junior Rail Pass is not necessary. But if it is not, you will need to consider the route accordingly. It's all about choosing what suits your travel style best. Happy travel!
Number 2 is Welcome Suica versus PASMO passport.
Unlike regular Suica cards, these don't require a deposit, which means you can use all the stored value worry-free without worrying about refunds. But here's the catch, they're valid for only 28 days, and you can't get a refund. So make sure to use up that balance within the time frame. Both cards have similar basic functions. However, my pick is the PASMO passport, and I have 2 reasons. First off, it comes with discount coupons. Check their website for more details. You can snag coupons for sightseeing, dining, shopping, and accommodations. Secondly, the design. It's adorable. Think Japan's iconic spots like Mount Fuji, Asakusa, Skytree, and the famous character Hello Kitty. It's no surprise many tourists take these as souvenirs after use. So, if you're all about discounts and cute designs, PASMO passport is the way to go. Just remember to use after balance before the 28-day mark.
Number 3 is Japan's season to avoid in 2024.
As I've mentioned before, there are specific times when locals take their vacations, resulting in overcrowded tourist spots and inflated prices for transportation, hotels, and more. Therefore, I highly recommend avoiding these periods to enjoy a comfortable and budget-friendly experience in Japan. Here are 3 vacation periods for 2024 that you might want to note. Firstly, the Golden Week from April 27th to May 6th, followed by the summer break from August 10th to August 18th. And lastly, the New Year holiday from December 28th to January 5th, 2025. If you're planning a trip to Japan, it's advisable to steer clear of these dates. In the upcoming sections, I'll also discuss some of the impacts these periods might have, including their effects of transportation, particularly the Shinkansen.
Number 4 is Shinkansen reservation policy update.
As of October 2023, there's been a significant update. Shinkansen reservations can now be made up to a year in advance. A significant shift from the previous one-month window. This change is incredibly convenient for international tourists planning their visits. However, a key point to note is that during Japan's extended holiday seasons like the early May Golden Week, summer vacations, and the New Year holiday season, there's a high possibility of tickets being sold out, as mentioned in Chapter 3. So, my advice is, once your Japan travel plans are confirmed, it's wise to make your Shinkansen reservations early to secure your seats. You may be worried that your itinerary will change, but don't worry. Changing your Shinkansen ticket is free of charge if done before entering the ticket gates or collecting the ticket.
I've covered the details on how to reserve Shinkansen ticket in my previous video, so do check that out for more guidance. Number 5 is Shinkansen non-reserved seats during long holidays.
In one of the latest updates regarding Japan's Shinkansen travel, there's been a significant change announced in September 2023 concerning the Shinkansen trains on the Tokaido and Sanyo lines during Japan's extended holiday seasons like the early May Golden Week, summer vacations, and the year-end holiday season. The unreserved seats on these Shinkansen services have been discontinued. If you were in a non-reserved seat vehicle, you could board the Shinkansen as long as you were standing, even if the Shinkansen seats were full. But this will no longer be possible. In other words, you may not be able to ride the Shinkansen during busy periods. This specifically affects those traveling to popular destinations among international tourists, like Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, Hiroshima, and Fukuoka. The Japanese government has implemented this measure as part of their strategy to address issues associated with over-tourism.
Therefore, as previously mentioned, once your Japan travel plans are confirmed, I highly recommend to make your reservation in advance to secure your seat and ensure a smoother travel experience. Number 6 is end of in-car sales service.
Starting from November 2023, the onboard trolley service offering drinks, snacks, and souvenirs within the Shinkansen will be discontinued. This service, with a history spanning 60 years, is concluding due to decreased sales caused by passengers bringing in their own food and drinks and a scarcity of staff leading to labor constraints. However, in the higher-priced green cars, a QR code at each seat allows passengers to order meals and drinks directly from their smartphones or devices, while some items like beverages and popular treats will still be available through vending machines inside a few Shinkansen or on the station platforms. They might come at a higher price.
For a more cost-effective and comfortable journey, it's advisable to purchase foods and drinks before boarding the Shinkansen. Number 7 is Shinkansen fee hike.
Starting from April 2023, there's news that the Shinkansen fares will see a bump during peak holiday times. The periods to watch out for are during the Golden Week in early May, summer vacations, and the year-end holidays, as previously mentioned in Chapter 3. Specifically, the price hike amounts to 400 yen to $2.50 for the Shinkansen ride from Tokyo to Osaka, while the regular fare stands at 14,720 yen. Post-hike, it'll be 15,120 yen. Right now, the price difference isn't as significant, but there's potential for larger gaps in the future, similar to what we see with airfares.
If there are any updates, I will notify you immediately. So please subscribe to my channel. Number 8 is Japan's redesigned banknotes.
There's a crucial update regarding Japan's currency that you need to know before your visit. The government has announced a redesign for 3 types of banknotes for purposes like counterfeit prevention. This redesign is set to roll out in the first half of 2024, marking the first overhaul in nearly 20 years since 2004. In Japan, cashless culture is progressing, but cash is still king. As a result of this, as explained in the previous video, a scam has occurred that targets foreigners who are not familiar with the design of banknotes and replaces them with banknotes to ensure your safety and avoid any confusion. It's recommended to familiarize yourself with both the old and new designs of the banknotes before arriving in Japan.
This will lead to your safe and enjoyable trip to Japan. Number 9 is cashless transaction update.
Here's an essential update for navigating Japan's cashless trend, particularly the growing prevalence of QR code payments. While cashless transactions are becoming common in urban Japan, there's one aspect that might perplex some foreign visitors: QR code payments. This method involves displaying a barcode on your smartphone to complete the transaction. In Japan, various types of QR code payment systems are available and are usually indicated on payment method signs near the cashier. However, most of these methods are reliant on having a Japanese mobile number, bank account, or credit card, making it somewhat challenging for foreigners without these local credentials. For those seeking cashless payment options, using a credit card or a transportation IC card like Suica or PASMO is recommended. It's important to note that some places still operate on a cash-only basis.
So it's advisable to carry cash along, especially when exploring certain areas or smaller establishments during your trip. Number 10 is too hot and humid in summer.
Let's talk about Japan's summer, which in recent years has seen some unprecedented weather. In 2022 and 2023, Japan experienced record-breaking heat waves and heavy rainfall. The sweltering heat during Japan's recent summer months is notable, and it's often said to be due to the impacts of global warming. The high humidity makes it feel hotter than the actual temperature, and stepping outside can result in an immediate sweat bath. I've received comments from viewers highlighting how Japan's summer humidity is quite intense. After living on the west coast of the United States for 2 years, I realized something unusual about Japan's recent summers. Experts predict this trend to continue beyond 2024. So for tourists planning their trips, it might be wise to avoid the summer months. Opting for spring or autumn visits could ensure a more comfortable and enjoyable experience. Exploring Japan.
How was 10 new things Japan has changed in 2024? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like button. See you in my next video. Bye!